Good morning, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Google+. This is Rich again, back for your first video blog of the day for Friday, March 4th, 2016, around 6:31 in the morning in Belleville, Massachusetts. Going to be a cloudy day out, about 34 degrees, slight chance of some snow flurries, but no significant accumulation, maybe a great risk of a couple of inches on the Cape and the islands. And after this goes by, it's going to start warming up again. Next week could be in the 70s, which is good, but it could mean, I just hope in mid to late March we don't get hit with a major snowstorm, but if we do, the snow won't stick around for a long time. Some news to report: Boston Bruins beat the Chicago Blackhawks by the score of 4-2. This is the first time the Bruins have won back-to-back games at the TD Garden, their home ice, in about 3 months. That's good. They're only 2 points out of first place in the Atlantic Division, which is pretty good. If they get the number 1 seed in the Atlantic Division, they'll most likely face off against the Detroit Red Wings, and that's an easy winnable series. And also, the Boston Red Sox beat Minnesota Twins by a score of 6-5 in preseason baseball. That doesn't matter because it's just preseason. Yaga of the Florida Panthers got a point last night. 1,850 points. He ties Gordie Howe for third place on the all-time point leader of NHL history. This is impressive because Yager's in his mid-40s, and if he did not miss 3 years playing in Europe and like 2 years of the NHL being locked out, that Yager could be breaking all kinds of records. And sad news to report in the world of wrestling: Japanese wrestler Habuse passed away at the age of 47. That's so sad. So prayers to his family. And that's about it on news. My first video blog subject of the day is a continuation of the top 67 players in the NHL since the league expanded from the original 6 to 12, then eventually 30 teams. Today is from 40 to 31, and this is a very, very impressive list for the next 10 players. And here they are. Number 40 on this list of the best NHL players since 1967, Sergei Fedorov, who was the first European player to win the Hart Trophy as league's most valuable player in 1994. He spent most of his career with the Red Wings, and then he spent time with the Dogs and the Blue Jackets and the Capitals. He has 475 career goals. First ballot Hockey Hall of Fame in 2015, and the Detroit Red Wings will retire as number 91 in the near future. Number 39 on this list of the greatest NHL players since 1967, Jonathan Toews, who is the captain of Chicago Blackhawks, great center. 3 times he won the Stanley Cup. He's getting to be an all-around great player. He's probably going to be one of the best captains in NHL history when it's all said and done. Number 38 on this list of the greatest NHL players since 1967, Jarome Iginla, who's played for the Flames and the Penguins and the Bruins and currently with the Avalanche, has over 600 career goals. He's led the NHL in goals a couple of times and scoring in 2002 a couple of times. He was a runner-up for the Hart Trophy. He should have won the Hart Trophy one of these years in 2002, my humble opinion. And when he retires, he'll be a first ballot Hockey Hall of Famer. Number 37 on this list of the greatest NHL players since 1967, Billy Smith, goaltender, who played his entire career except one for the New York Islanders. He was the first big money goaltender, won 4 Stanley Cups. He was the 1982 Vezina Trophy winner when they changed it from the best goals against average to the best goaltender overall. He's number 31, hailing from the Raptors at Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York, and he was a first ballot Hockey Hall of Famer. Number 36 on this list of the greatest NHL players since 1967, Chris Chelios. Chelios played over 25 seasons in the NHL with the Canadians, Blackhawks, Red Wings, and Thrashers. He was kind of an ageless wonder. A couple of times he won the Norris Trophy as NHL's best defenseman, and he was a very, very good player. He played until he was 48 years old, retired, and became a first ballot Hockey Hall of Famer in 2013. Number 35 on this list of the greatest NHL players since 1967, Peter Stastny, who played the majority of his career with the Quebec Nordiques and the Devils, and he ended up with the Blues. He scored over 1,000 points. He was the second point. He had the second most points in the NHL in the 1980s, and he was a first ballot Hockey Hall of Famer in 1998. Number 34 on this list of the greatest players in NHL history since 1967, Al McGuinness, who played for the Blues and Flames. He won a Stanley Cup for them in 1989 for the Flames. He had one of the hardest slap shots of all time. He won the Norris Trophy for NHL's best defenseman in 1999. He retired in 2004. His number twos retired by both the Blues and the Flames, and he was a first ballot Hockey Hall of Fame in 2007. Number 33 on this list of the greatest NHL players since 1967, Grant Fuhrer, goaltender, who played the majority of his career with the Oilers, and he went to the Maple Leafs, Sabres, and then he bounced around, Blues, Flames. He holds the NHL record for playing the most games for a goaltender in season 78 in 1996, and he was a very great goaltender. 1988 Vezina Trophy winner, 2003 Hockey Hall of Famer. His number 31 retired by the Oilers. Number 32 on this list of the greatest NHL players since 1967, Mark Recchi, who's bounced around from team to team, mainly played for the Penguins and the Flyers. He has over 500 goals, over 1,400 points. He was a great leader, won a few Stanley Cups, retired 2011 season, and he's been eligible for the Hall of Fame a couple of times, but he's missed out. But maybe 2016 Recchi will go into the Hockey Hall of Fame. And number 31 on this list to round it out for today is Scott Stevens, defenseman, who played for the Capitals, Blues, and Devils. He was a captain of the Devils for many years. 3-time Stanley Cup winning champion. He never won a Vezina Trophy. The Norris Trophy as NHL's best defenseman, but he was a great leader. Retired after the 2004 season due to a few concussions. First ballot Hockey Hall of Famer in 2007. And that's about it. Tomorrow will be 30 through 21 and some more impressive names coming on this list. And I'll be back later, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Google Plus with 2 more video blogs. One will be about the former game show, Match Game Hollywood Squares Hour, and the third and final video blog of the night will be about the personality profile. It will be about former professional wrestler, the one-man game, also known as Akeem. Keep calm, everybody. I'm Julie Guy. Molly Rose Blood of WCCO rocks and has nice legs. Elizabeth Hot so stunning, she's the best. Amy Swansea rocks. Julie Gower of Fox 25 is very cute. Shirley Spear of Fox 25 is awesome, and she's got nice legs as well. And in the words of Dr. Thomas Shaki, this action will not be tolerated. BMHS. Don't forget Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Google+. Questions, comments, concerns, shout-outs, plugs, and video blog suggestions, ideas, send it to me. And 18 more days into the second Ask Which video blog. See you later. See you tonight.